If you saw it from the ground, you might think you were looking at a mistake. The wings are in the back, the engines are facing the wrong way, and it has a mustache. In a world of copy-paste private jets, this is the rebel. This is the Piaggio Avanti Evo. It is not a jet, it is a turboprop. But before you click away, you need to know that this $8 million Italian masterpiece is faster than your typical jet, bigger than a King Air, and creates a class entirely of its own. For decades, the private aviation industry has sold us a lie that propellers are for the poor and jets are for the rich. The Avanti destroys that logic. It is the only aircraft in the world to combine 3 lifting surfaces. It is an engineering anomaly that has baffled competitors for 30 years. Owning a Gulfstream says you have money. Owning an Avanti says you have taste. But why does it look like this? And is it truly the Rolls-Royce of the skies, or just an expensive eccentricity? Let's find out. To understand the Evo, you have to ignore everything you know about airplanes. Most planes have 2 wings. The Avanti has 3. This is the 3 lifting surface configuration. See this front wing? It's not just for looks. On a normal plane, the tail pushes down to keep the nose up, creating drag. On the Avanti, this front wing pulls up. It creates lift. It makes the plane incredibly efficient. It's the aerodynamic equivalent of having your cake and eating it too. Then there are the engines. They are mounted backwards. This is called a pusher configuration. Why do this? Because by moving the propellers behind the wing, the air flowing over the wing remains smooth or laminar. It doesn't get chopped up by the blades. This is Italian engineering at its peak, and that's no coincidence. Piero Ferrari, the vice chairman of Ferrari, was heavily involved in Piaggio. Even the external paint jobs often mirror the Maranello aesthetic. It is, quite literally, the Ferrari of the clouds. Welcome aboard. This is where the Rolls-Royce comparison stops being a metaphor and starts being a reality. The first thing you notice, you are standing up. In a King Air or a popular light jet like the Phenom 100, you are crouching. You are compromising. But the Avanti's fuselage is shaped like a bullet, not a standard tube. This allows for a cabin height of 5 feet 9 inches. It feels like a mid-sized jet that costs 3 times as much. And then there is the leather. This isn't just aircraft leather. This is Poltrona Frau leather, the exact same tannery that supplies Ferrari and Maserati. It is hand-stitched in Italy. The carpet is silk. The wood veneers are hand-polished. The smell inside this cabin is a mixture of espresso and expensive success. But the true luxury here is the stillness. Because the propellers are pushing rather than pulling, there is no prop pulse hammering against the fuselage. The vibration is virtually non-existent. You can have a conversation at a whisper. The layout typically seats 7 to 9 people, but it's the width that sells it. The cabin is actually wider than the Learjet 60. You have room to work, room to sleep, and room to forget
that you are hurtling through the stratosphere at 400 knots. It is a sanctuary in the sky.
We have talked about the luxury. Now, let's talk about the muscle. The Avanti Evo is not just a pretty face. It has a top speed of 402 knots. That is 460 miles per hour. It is the fastest civil turboprop ever produced. Most turboprops get stuck in the thick air and turbulence at 25,000 feet. The Avanti? It climbs straight to 41,000 feet, well above the weather and well above commercial traffic. But here is the killer statistic. The eco in Avanti Evo isn't just marketing. This plane burns 40% less fuel than a jet of the same size. If you fly 300 hours a year, that is hundreds of thousands of dollars saved. It is the greenest, most efficient way to fly private without sacrificing speed. And then there is the versatility. With a range of over 1,700 nautical miles, you can fly from London to Istanbul or Miami to New York without stopping. And because it has propellers, it can land on short, difficult runways where big jets simply cannot go. Saint-Tropez? Aspen? The Avanti gets you closer to the red carpet than a Gulfstream ever could. It is a have-your-cake-and-eat-it-too machine. You get the speed of a jet, the cabin of a mid-sized aircraft, and the fuel bill of a turboprop. It simply doesn't make sense until you fly it.
So, is it perfect? No. Perfection is boring, and the Avanti is anything but boring. It has an Achilles heel, the sound. While you sit in silence inside, the outside world hears you coming from miles away. The exhaust hits those spinning props, creating a high-pitched scream that pierces the sky. It is the only plane that announces your arrival before you are even in sight. It is also a diva. Because it is so unique, finding a mechanic who understands its Italian soul is harder than fixing a Toyota. Parts are rare. Maintenance is meticulous. Buying an Avanti isn't just a purchase, it's a commitment. It's like dating a supermodel. Beautiful, thrilling, but high maintenance. But ask any owner, and they will tell you it is worth every headache. In a world of standardized tube-shaped jets that all look the same, the Piaggio Avanti Evo stands as a testament to daring design. It combines the soul of a Ferrari, the comfort of a boardroom, and the efficiency of a Prius. It is an $8 million contradiction that somehow makes perfect sense. Here at LuxVersus, we believe that true luxury isn't about following the crowd, it's about leading it. We explore the battles between the world's most incredible machines and lifestyles. If you want to witness the showdown between engineering and art, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss what takes off next. The Piaggio Avanti Evo proves one final thing. You don't need a jet engine to rule the sky. You just need Italian imagination. This is the Rolls-Royce of the clouds.